So this is an interesting surprise. I was looking at the trending videos the other day, as you do usually, and I saw that Total Drama Reunion, a 21-minute long video, was trending. Now it's very important to preface the fact that this is a new fan-made animated series that I guess is an epilogue for the Total Drama series. I think I remember being vaguely aware of this because I'm gonna assume it's a crew of people working on this, a handful of fans. I remember there was a trailer for it and that was getting some traction, so I might have glanced at that at some point. But now there's a episode out and it's 21 minutes long. It's like a full-length thing. I'm very surprised to see this because people, doing fan-made Total Drama stuff has always been a thing since day one. People would use Windows Movie Maker and do slideshows of characters with text over them, really crude visual novels basically, to make their own fan fictions or their own Total Drama stories. Those were always so cute because Total Drama serves itself so well because all it is the concept of being a game show, so that you could do whatever you want with that. You can, take that cast of characters and do an epilogue style thing. I know a big, very popular trend was putting all the characters in a high school together rather than the game show. I remember that a lot of people have series based on doing that. But I mean, if you couldn't tell by my recognition that those things exist, I am a very big Total Drama fan, actually. I don't talk about it too much, and it's totally not really that relevant anymore, at least so I thought. But here we are with this animated series that is almost at 1 million views. It's gonna reach 1 million views faster than that brand new Long Gone Gulch kickstarted pilot did, probably. Maybe that's because of the name recognition, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure other Total Drama fans are sharing this around with their friends because we're starving for content, because Total Drama Rama, which is apparently extremely popular, probably extremely popular with kids who are unfamiliar with the original series, that's not what we want. We would love to see a new return to form, or even just something like this where it's not even I'm pretty sure this doesn't follow a game show format or anything like that. It's just a character drama sort of. This is something that we've all sort of wanted to see for a while. I remember the Redonkulous Race spin-off. I remember liking that a lot. I almost, dare I say, liked that more than the seasons of the normal game show type stuff. I don't know, how'd you even pronounce it? Pawaka Island? I don't remember how to pronounce it. Was that after the race one, or was that before it? I don't have much memory of that one. I don't remember if that one was even good or not. It probably wasn't, considering I don't remember much about it, but I remember at least liking the characters. They were goofily more gimmicky than the original cast, but I sort of like that direction. But then they made Total Drama Rama, and now they're they don't care about doing a normal series anymore. And I don't know why, because something like that would definitely work, especially even if it ended up being streaming exclusive or something. I think that there would be a lot of hype and viewership behind some sort of new return to form for this series. Anyways, I was going to take a look at this anyways. Very interested to see what Blue Productions has put together for this little series. I wonder how quickly they'll be pumping out episodes, because this is only the first episode. So let's take a look. Keep in mind, if you haven't watched Total Drama before, probably not really gonna understand what's happening. And also, I highly encourage you to go check out this video yourself, so I'll put links to it everywhere in the description and in the comments and on screen at the end of the video or in a card. And I'm probably gonna edit around a bit. I'm not the most talkative person when I watch something. I'm just gonna cut around to points where I may pause and point things out. And I'll try to put together a very quick on-the-spot review once this is over. So let's check it out. I did glance at this just a little bit because I wanted to understand what it was. So I haven't watched more than a minute of it, basically. Blue Productions presents a YouTube exclusive. See, saying things like that definitely tricks people into thinking that this is a genuine reboot of some sort. Oh, Mr. Coconut. He's still alive? I mean, you gotta have Heather and Alejandro. Their dynamic is my favorite thing from the whole show, possibly. I don't know. There's a lot to enjoy about this show. That's what makes it interesting. I don't know, Evil Chris. Mustache Cloud. I want to pay attention to the credits. I want to know how many people worked on this. New character. It's sort of easy to make new Total Drama characters because you just have to take a sort of template from another character and then put different hair and stuff, and there you go. That's even what they do on the actual show.
Oh, this is gold.
That's an amazing impression.
No, you can't.
That's an amazing impression too.
It's
Chris has already been to jail. Like, how many times has he been to jail in the canon of the series? I love Hunky Cody. That's a very good direction for his character. Trent basically looks exactly the same. He just has a new shirt. So this is here, fake fan alert. I never watched Total Drama Action all the way through. I don't really even know why. I would think the concept of them imitating movies and stuff would have appealed to me a lot, but I, for some reason, just never did. So I don't really know what happened with Gwent and Gwent. Well, I guess that's what the ship name is called, huh? I just said that by accident, but that's probably what they call it, right? Yeah, I don't know what happened with these two characters because I just watched World Tour, and then all of a sudden in World Tour, like Gwen and Duncan was the whole focus, and then Trent was like never even mentioned. So I don't know what happened with him, but we'll hopefully get some implications from this. Also, I do just have to say, so far, like, you know, it's only been 3 minutes. But what's surprising me the most here really is the voice acting. Like, these guys are definitely fans, and they're trying their darndest to do really good impressions of these characters. The animation, of course, isn't going to be anything special, but, you know, in the original show, it basically wasn't either. Just the sheer fact that this is even animated at all is impressive, because animation is very hard, and usually this type of content is, like I said sort of before, like they just write it out as a fan fiction sort of. You know, maybe some of them at this point have voice acting. I'm not really engaged in the community anymore, but the original show itself too did just use puppet animation and stuff. So it was like animation was never the point of Total Drama. It's much more the writing and just the concept.
No, it's been nice. Just me.
Right, he did play guitar. I remember the intro of Total Drama Island where he had a guitar in his hands. I like the little like squish they do before they change poses. That's an animation tip that I learned recently too. I like that she doesn't dye her hair anymore, but she still has blue lips.
How's it going?
Fine.
Great. Well,
Eva's definitely like
thanks for
an
coming.
underground fan favorite. Like, I think people probably really like her, but she really was not in the show that much at all. She had AirPods. Eva, get AirPods. Jeff is hilarious, especially in Redonkulous Race. Jeff, and I forget his buddy's name. They were so funny in that show.
Long time no see. You're as ravishing.
That's such a good voice too.
Grow up or get bent.
Her voice is so good too. Background character, something we never actually see in the original show.
What's up?
Crazy, go run off to your girlfriend.
She's not my...
Okay, good. I was worried Sierra was not going to be involved.
Sierra, I told you.
You know, I may have said Alejandro and Heather were like my favorite dynamic in the show, which they sort of are. But Cody and Sierra is also extremely entertaining to me. I loved them. Gotta go to the clam. Oh, Cody is dead. No, sleep paralysis demon. It's such a ridiculous concept, like the original show, how Chris is just insane. And like he just gradually literally becomes more and more like an actual supervillain as the show goes on. And that's sort of what I guess this series is going after, is that like they want to get him because he's horrible and he absolutely like genuinely abused all of them. But you know, in a cartoon it's just funny, that's how it is. But they ended up playing up very strongly how Chris actually is just super maniacal. So I think it's very funny for this series to be continuing that. If these poor kids are traumatized, all they wanted to do was go on a game show.
We sure are, Tom.
A reboot.
It couldn't be better time. 15 years ago, Total Drama Island aired for the first time on television screens across the world.
And who will be...
Wait a second. Is that true? This video came out yesterday? No, okay, it came out in July. The original show came out in July. I would have been really surprised if they like intentionally timed that. It's literally a horror movie. I mean, dare I say it's almost Danganronpa if they're being kidnapped and forced to participate in a new game show. You know, I wonder if there was an actual genuine reboot, if they would do the same exact direction. Because like canonically, doing this makes a lot of sense if this is what they actually would have ended up doing if they kept the show going.
Congratulations on being selected to join
His voice
the
is
cast
so good.
of Total. What? She'll land in the swamp? Probably.
I think even if she did, she wouldn't be okay. They're holding hands.
Welcome back to Boney Island, campers.
Boney Island. So Boney Island was like an offshoot of the island. What was that? Camp Wallenaqua, right? It's like Boney Island was like separate
And now that
island
you've
connected
evolved
to that.
into you've got a challenge to complete. I've given each of you a GPS, which will lead you to the other members
This
of the
music, like,
pre-selected
this is just Saw.
You, Chris.
Oh, classic swears. Let's go, Cody. I like that Chris was talking about having to get characters back for ratings. You know, realistically, considering how little Eva was in the original show, is she actually important for ratings, like within the canon of the show?
This way.
Jeff?
Oh, hang on. I saw that. You're not sneaky.
This way.
Dun dun dun. It's Hero Brian. I could easily assume that that's probably Ezekiel, who is still alive somehow. But that's great because they even did that on World Tour. I don't know if they did that because he was in Revenge of the Island too. I don't know what his fate was after that, but I mean here he is, I guess. But in World Tour they had him like hide in the background all the time, so that's really cool if they're gonna keep that up.
Jeff?
They also should bring Ezekiel as evidence to court to prove that Chris is an absolute maniac. Because Ezekiel went insane and lives in the woods now and probably has radiation poisoning and also fell in a volcano. Even the transitions are the same as the show. Oh, this is just making me sad because it's such a perfect time for them to do a reboot for this series. It sucks that they aren't, for real anyway. This definitely counts in my mind so far. Oh, there he is. He's got that's why his head looks like that. It's the robot that Alejandro was. I don't remember the name or it. I'm glad Owen still has the same Canada shirt. Like everybody else has a different shirt, but Owen's is exactly the same.
You really watch my show?
Oh, whenever I can. I never miss an episode.
That's so cute. No, don't be over. In the same credit style too. Okay, wow, that was really great. I was trying to look closely at the credits, not counting the voice actors. It seems like there was maybe like 4 or 5 people that worked on this, and primarily it was just one guy, which is pretty amazing. Especially for a 21-minute long short, like that is some great dedication. They've got Patreon supporters that's getting a lot of views and a lot of likes and stuff. Like hopefully this ends up being a great success. And probably in the future they can get some more talent involved to get more episodes out there. That's my usual immediate concern when I hear about fan-made projects, is that a lot of the time they kind of don't really ever get finished, or they just take far too long to get finished, which is completely understandable. But you know, it's always heartbreaking to have that moment where it's like, oh, I gotta wait like 8 months for the next one, or oh, they're never gonna make another one again because they're too busy now with other stuff. Like it's just realistic, it's just what happens, but it's always so sad. Hopefully this could be a thing that starts pumping out episodes and continues to be pretty quality. I think the quality will even improve as it goes on. All those voice actors definitely had really good impressions. Some of them kind of seemed like though they didn't have like the best mics, or they were maybe a little nervous to be doing some sort of role. But over time, that's just the kind of thing that gets adapted and everybody becomes better. The animation too, you know, like it's particularly unfair to be upset about it because this like one guy mostly worked on it. Like I said, the original show doesn't have that much animation really either. It has more motion going on, it has more assets to use and stuff. But again, it's the writing and the characters that holds up the original series. It definitely seems like the crew here really know what they're doing in that regard too. So we can have some like adequate animation if it means that we get to see what happens after Total Drama Island, basically. Like, isn't this just such a cute concept? I say cute, but then a lot of that was played up to be like very scary. But I like that a lot. I'll drop it a like rating right now. I'm glad to see it has a lot of success. You know, it just shows that people are really yearning to see this kind of content. I hope we get more of it. I don't really know where it's gonna go, because I wonder if they're gonna try the direction of like, you know, characters getting eliminated and stuff. Like how many characters were even on the island? It's not like there'd be a very big team, so maybe kind of the series will intentionally be a bit short if they're gonna do that, or maybe it's gonna be sort of a different game show format. But come on, the eliminations are the most interesting part. Or maybe people will just die. You know, maybe they'll just get eaten, and that's the direction they'll take. No, I doubt that. that'd be a little too much. I wonder what was used to make this. I mean, I'm sure there's an explanation somewhere, but like, I don't know, seems like might have just been Adobe Animate or After Effects or Toon Boom. the three of the only animation softwares that exist, basically. Yeah, that's just something you have to recognize about something like this, is that it has such few people involved that it definitely over time will become much more quality than it already is. I feel like this is a really, really good quality. Like, again, even just the fact that this is a 21-minute long episode is really impressive, because a lot of the time we don't get stuff like that. Like, yeah, like, Hell of a Boss, like that stuff, I think that's that length, but those things have ginormous crews with a lot of animators and stuff involved. This, like I said, essentially had like 4 or 5 people involved on the creative side, and for the most part it was just one guy doing a majority of the things. It's always fun to see shows like this evolve. Like, there's this web show I follow called The Liosax that I've been following for over 10 years at this point, and it's one of those things where, like, it started off, you could definitely tell it was like the guy's first time trying to really make something original and make an animation, but then over time, like, his skill just improved so drastically because he was constantly working on it. And I can totally see that same thing happening here, where every single episode of this just gets more and more interesting, both in terms of the writing and in terms of the visual direction and everything. I'm just happy to see there's so much support for this. We're all yearning for a return to form for Total Drama, like I've said, and this is a very interesting attempt at that. I would say definitely, again, my main concern is that just hope these episodes can come out at a consistent pace so that maybe it'll show something to Teletoon that this is what we want. And I highly doubt too, there's like a part in the back of my mind that's like Teletoon would get mad, like copyright related, because this is like a fan-made continuation of their show. But like legally, I don't think they're allowed to be upset about that. And stuff like this has been going on ever since the first season of the show came out in like 2007. So I don't think they'll have much concern. I wonder if, I definitely think people involved in the original show's crew will end up taking a look at this and probably being impressed and leaving some comments and stuff. That would be very sweet to see, It's like a legacy. I'm very impressed and satisfied with this episode, and I'm excited to see where they take this and what else we can get from it. Sorry for cutting up the reaction a bit, but please go check out the video yourself so that it can get more views, and leave a like rating on it, and subscribe to Blue Productions as well, because they deserve it for all the work that must have gone into just this one episode. And of course, you want to be able to keep up to date with the next ones if you end up enjoying this. I'm just glad finally Total Drama is back, sort of. So let me know what you think about this, and let me know what you think about Total Drama in general. I know, again, it's not something I ever talk about a lot, but it's something that I like a lot, and I wonder what you guys think about it too. We're sort of at a point where, maybe some people who watch my videos who are sort of younger don't even know what it is, unfortunately. Let me know what you think, and once again, go check out the original video and let them know what you think too. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to know when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, and super special thanks to my Patreon supporters. Support me on Patreon and you'll be able to submit video topics, see exclusive behind the scenes content, and help me keep this channel going. Also follow me on Twitter and TikTok for special updates.